welcome you wherever you are to the penultimate game at the end of what has been this magnum opus of football. Fans have travelled from far and wide to ensure that they are part of it, and amid the uncompromising nature of this sporting conflict, we are all united in feeling the acute significance of the semi-final. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. It is extraordinary to think we've already reached this stage. Just this game, and then the final.
A game some may argue with justification as being harder than the final itself, Peter. I can certainly attest to that from my own experience. While you do everything to tell yourself you shouldn't get too ahead of things, it's actually harder than it seems. But it's looking like a terrific occasion here. Let's just hope we have a game to match all of this wonderful expectation.
Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
The way. Nuno Mendes, great defending, strong and determined. And that's really well manoeuvred. And there's green grass ahead of him. Decent hit! And that has fair fizzed. Marquinhos is there, and he can pick it up. Always onto this. Doué is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Kovacic, and he cuts out the supply. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter...
Haaland! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Certainly made himself a big nuisance in applying the pressure to force the error.
Fabian Ruiz. Oh, that's well done. Really robust. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Vitinha, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Doku. Doku. Back in possession and ready to go again. Battling for the right to play in the early stages. Great chance! Yes, it's in! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough. Now it's Foden. Haaland. Doué.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Guardiola. Oh, he's put a shade too much on that. Fabian Ruiz. Hakimi. Now it's Doku. Well timed, excellent interception. Donnarumma clears. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Nice physical challenge. Now it's Foden. Haaland. That is a brilliant interception.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Doku. Played into the middle. He's got ball. Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
Vitinha. Marquinhos. Doué. And it's Kovacic. Passing is crisp and sharp. It's Kovacic! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Hakimi. Haaland. Kovacic! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
And they've got rid. It's gone for a throw-in. Marquinhos cuts out the pass. João Neves. Gonçalo Ramos. Doku. That has been cut short. Doué in acres of space out wide. Doué. And here's Ramos. Oh, well played, well played. Kvaratskhelia. He is through here. Brilliantly cut out.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And he's cut it out.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
And it's Kovacic. Delivers the ball. There's the header. Oh, that was a brilliant save. Half-time in the semi-final. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
So the end of the first half in the semi-final. Leading 1-0 at the break. And we're underway again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Marquinhos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Vitinha. Now Fabian Ruiz. Kvaratskhelia. He's got away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Done delicately. No luck with that dink over the top. Fabian Ruiz! He's got away with one there.
Really was just waiting to pounce on any slip-up, and he was gifted a chance.
He's had it nicked away. Hakimi. Fabian Ruiz. To Marquinhos. João Neves. Kovacic. Now it's Doku. Doku purring through the gears.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
The most accurate pass. Real chance! Fabian Ruiz. Still just a single goal between the sides. Oh, he's found support out wide. Steaming on goalwards. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Fabian Ruiz. Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Doku! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Changement en cours.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Kututsu to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, I think it's time for fresh legs. Looks like a popular decision as they're going all out for this now.
Fabian Ruiz. Doué. And he was quick to react. João Neves. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Kututsu. Nuno Mendes. Now Fabian Ruiz. And he's being shifted off it. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Oh, that's a key interception. Fabian Ruiz. Gives it back. Now the finish! Ball has bounced loose now.
There's a real appetite.
Oh no, what has happened here? The finishing line very much in sight now. They have 1 foot in the final.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Mendes can get it clear. Vitinha.
Look, it's a run defence.
Haaland! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Changement.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, I suppose, Peter, in a tight game like this is as good a time as any to make a change.
Vitinha, 1-0 as we head towards the end. Oh, they could be caught out here. Shot could be on. And Messi! And that would have won it.
He got too ahead of himself there, thinking how he could have made things safe.
João Neves. Muscular approach does pay off here. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Marquinhos spots it and intercepts. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Messi.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Chance! And yes, it's there! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Abraham is flagged offside. And there goes the final whistle. They've done it, and you cannot say it is undeserved. This is a team that has looked increasingly like champions, and they may very well be champions soon enough. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, they passed that test in flying colours, and they have every reason to believe that they can go all the way now.
Nous rappelons à nos chers spectateurs que le programme du match et d'autres accessoires sont disponibles à la boutique du club.